Today, we'll be crafting our own version of Linktree using HTML and CSS. This personalized web page will showcase your profile image, name, and a brief description of your expertise, complete with fun emojis. Plus, we'll include convenient buttons for accessing your CV, GitHub profile, YouTube channel, and email. Each button is designed to open its respective link in a new browser tab, ensuring seamless navigation. And don't worry about device compatibility, our Linktree clone is fully responsive, adapting beautifully to different screen sizes. So let's get started. I have a resources folder, containing images and a sample CV. You can download it from the first link in the description. As always, we will create our project folder. I'm calling it Linktree Portfolio. Then drag the resources folder into the project folder. And open the entire folder in VS Code. We will start by creating a new HTML file. Then add a CSS file for the styles. In the HTML file, we will create a basic HTML structure by typing the exclamation mark, then enter. Change its title accordingly. And add our favicon image. This will be from resources, specifically the favicon PNG. Next up, we link the styles file. Note that the link points to style.css because my CSS file is named style. Before we continue, let's view this in the live server. Nice. We have the title and the favicon. We need a font, sourced from Google Fonts. We will be using one called Zine. Click on Get Font. Then Get Embed Code. I will choose Full Axis, because I need all the fonts from 400 to 800. Now copy and paste the HTML embed code in our HTML file. In the CSS, for all elements, we will set the font family to Zine, and when it's not available, sans serif will be used. Text color to white. For the body, header, and the wrapper, set the display to flex. Flex direction to column. Align items center. For the body, we will have a background of a linear gradient, which will transition at angle of 128 degrees, from this color to this color. Margin to 0. Height to 100% of the viewport height, ensuring that it covers the entire height of the browser window. Justify content center. You might be wondering why the styles I'm setting are not applied in the live server. This is simply because we have nothing in the body. So, let's get back and set up the body structure. Create a header, which will contain the profile. In the profile, we will have an image from resources, specifically the profile PNG. Below the profile, we will have a H1, which will contain the name. Below it, add an H2, which will give a brief description of what you do. Before every service, we need an emoji. So, In your browser, head over to emojicopy.com. In here, we will copy and paste emojis in our project. Nice. Below the header, we will have a wrapper. And inside it, a link, which will point to resources, and specifically the CV. I will set the target to blank, since I want it opened in a new tab. This link will have a button, which will state, Download CV. I need 4 of these, therefore I will duplicate it 3 more times. The second button will state GitHub, and the link will point to my GitHub account. Now make the same changes to the rest of the buttons as shown. Lastly, we will create a footer. Inside it add this small tag, containing the copyright symbol, name, and a span element with an ID attribute set to current year. It's used to dynamically display the current year. The actual year will be inserted into this span element using JavaScript. So, let's add a script. We'll begin by selecting the span element with the ID current year using the document.getElementById method. Next, we use the .textContent property to set the text content of this element to the current year. To get the current year, we'll use newDate. GetFullYear. This JavaScript code creates a newDate object representing the current date and time, and then retrieves the current year from it. Perfect. We are done with the HTML, let's style it.